Hi, welcome to my channel. It's Claire here from Inky Inspiration. Thank you ever so much for joining me. If you haven't already, can I please ask that you hit that subscribe button for me? So today's card base uses no dies for the base itself. You can decorate it however you want to decorate it. I have used Papercraft Society box number 60 with a Time for Tea design sentiment. However, like I said, once you've got the base itself, you can put on it whatever you want. It will fold flat and it will go in a normal envelope, can be posted and does stand up. So let's show you how to do it. So for the card base itself, you want 2 sheets of card which measure 9 inch by 8 inch, and you're going to score these at 1, at 2, at 4 and at 5. At the 3 inch mark, I just want you to put a little mark. It's just so you've got a visual so that you can line up your diagonals in a moment. But I'll show you how to do all that, don't worry. Then I want you to spin it round, miss this first panel, and you're going to go between the first score line and the last score line at 2, at 4, and at 6. And you're going to do that on both pieces of card. You then need to take your guillotine or your scissors, whichever you're most comfortable with, and you need to cut these 3 vertical lines here. So take your time and line these up, because it's important that we get this bit right, otherwise the fold itself won't work. Then you need a scoring tool and something to score onto, and a ruler. From this 3 inch mark here, we're going to go to this the corner of this first score mark here. Like so. Move your ruler down so that this corner here goes to the next corner of the score line next down. And next one, so you've come to this one here and you're going to the corner of the next one down. And again, corner of this one here to the bottom corner there. And then this one goes to the mark that you made at the 3 inch. You're then going to do them the other way. And you need to do that on both sheets of paper. So your score lines should look like that. Take a screenshot of that if you need to. What you're going to do now is you're going to fold your first one, so the smaller of the panels, as a valley and burnish it. You're going to do the next one, which should come through the middle of the crosses, as a valley and burnish it. Next one across as a valley and burnish it. And then your final one should be a valley as well. This bit is a little bit tricky, so just work nice and slow. So it should resemble that for now. Now these diagonal ones want to be folded as mountains. I find it easier if I do this with my fingers, get them all folded, and then afterwards I'll score them. And when you might find that if you're struggling, you want to go back over them with your score tool and just give yourself, make sure that you're really making that indent, because this bit is fiddly. And then if you nip them together then like that, This should start to take shape. That's taking shape nicely. Push them in gently, tease them into place, and then we'll be able to burnish it without creating any damage to the card that we want to keep. So like that initially. And the secret is to really dig in that scar tool in as deep as you can without damaging your card. So there you go, that's what it should look like, and you need to create 2 of those. So like I said, you want 2 of those, and you're just going to put some glue on the back of the one and slide it right up to the folds on the other one. And that's it, that's your card base done, so you can decorate it however you want now. So my mats and layers, my big one in the middle is 7 3/4 by 3 3/4, with my pattern paper being 7.5 by 3.5. Just going to glue that on. And then my squares are 1 1/4 by 1 1/4, with the pattern being 1 by 1, and I'll speed this bit up. And the final panel here is 3/4 by 7 3/4, with the layer being 1/2 by 7.5. Now to decorate this centre panel here, I'm going to use the Stamps by Me Papercraft Society Box 60 floral image, which is this one here. I've heat embossed it, and I have die cut it out, but you could always fussy cut it out. My panel here, the larger one, is 5 by 2 3/4, and the glitter is 4 3/4 by 2.5. And then I've used the Time for Tea design Celebrate sentiment, but again, stamp it and fussy cut it out. And I'm just going to put these on using some foam tape. And they're just going to go middle-ish. And then my sentiment, make sure I've got it straight, just at the bottom. Now this will fold flat-ish, and will fold flat enough to go through the post. There you have it. Thank you ever so much for watching. Please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button.